Statement. Jay Timmons, President and CEO of the National Association of Manufacturers. Jay, thanks for being here. Tell us more about why you felt, as an organization, you needed to step up and speak out right now.
Well, Sarah, we have just been working tirelessly since the beginning of this pandemic as manufacturers to try to make sure that our citizens are safe, that we're saving lives, that we're protecting hospital capacity. Right from the start, we started advocating for the importance of a very simple thing, wearing a mask, making sure that everybody, when they're outside of their family unit, is wearing a mask to try to contain this virus. Unfortunately, that has not worked. We have 250,000 Americans who have died. And in the process, it is just absolutely destroyed our economy. And we've lost tons of jobs. People are being thrown out of their homes, their livelihoods are destroyed. So all of the health factors, all of the economic factors, it's incredibly important that we have a seamless transition. If there is to be a transition, it's important that those who are working with the federal government to produce PPE and to produce that vaccine and get it distributed have complete and seamless work with the federal government.
Jay, you have been working closely. You have worked closely with this administration. I mean, President Trump has focused, at least in the first 2 years, a lot on manufacturing. You were a frequent guest at some of his CEO meetings and advisories. He spoke at your annual meeting. You've done stuff with Ivanka Trump. What has been your outreach to this White House? And do you still have that kind of access? And are you pushing internally for them to concede and to start transitioning?
So, look, I don't want to get into the question of conceding or not conceding. What I want to get into is the proper functioning of government, seamless transition, continuity of operations. I think that's the most important thing. And look, manufacturers work with every administration because for us, it's about policy. It's not about personality or politics or process. It's about getting things done. And right now, there is no more urgent priority than containing this pandemic and ensuring that our economy can heal and recover and that we don't lose more Americans to this terrible disease. So, we have appreciated, obviously, we've appreciated many of the policy priorities that this administration has put forward, whether it's tax reform or regulatory certainty. We've worked with them on trade. We've worked with them, as you mentioned, with Ivanka Trump on workforce development and the task force there. But the most important thing is that manufacturers know that we will always be part of the solution to any of the problems that face us as a country. There is no more urgent priority than dealing with this pandemic today.
Forgive me, Jay, for following up on this. So good afternoon to you. So are you saying the president should concede or should not concede?
I'm saying that we completely understand, obviously, that court challenges are a part of the democratic process and that he has every right to do that. The campaign is going to pursue that. But in the interim, we have the opportunity for the GSA administrator to sign a letter to allow members of the Biden transition operation to be a part of briefings and to be a part of talking to or to be able to talk to employees with the federal government about the work that's happening on the pandemic. And just as we've worked with the Trump administration over the last 10 months to try to get our handle on this, if Joe Biden is our next president, and frankly, by all signs, it looks like he will be, then we want to make sure he's prepared and that his team's prepared to hit the ground running right from day one, so that at that point, we're going to be focused, I hope, on the distribution of vaccines. And so we don't want to have the chance that we're going to miss one beat when the next president takes office. And we want to make sure that we can continue with our work to help the federal government get those vaccines distributed.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.